this up.
Dad, it's Andrew. Welcome back home. Sorry, I had to send Kate to pick you up from the hospital. I wanted to drive you home myself, but it's my 24-hour shift today, so I need to be at the station. I'll be there tomorrow morning as soon as work is over. And from then on, we'll be officially moving in with you, whether you like it or not. So in the meantime, let your daughter-in-law take good care of you, okay? And, Dad, please, stay safe.
Letters open. Oh my god, why is it so glitchy a wee bit? Hold on. I don't like that. Let me drop it to this. Okay. What's that? Pain medication. Sarah used to give me 2 of these. Hold to move, space to vulture, okay? There you go.
Bernard, it's Kate. Hope you had a good sleep. Again, I'm sorry I had to leave you alone for the night. I really wanted to cancel today's night shift, but changing the schedule is almost impossible here. Anyway, I'm leaving this voicemail to give you some updates. First, I finished charging the door remote. It's on the wardrobe next to your bedroom door, and come to think of it, it may be a bit high for you, so you might have to stand a bit to get it. Sorry. Anyway, second, your new tablet arrived. It's being charged in Andrew's old room. He'll be there in just a few hours, so why don't you set it up while you wait for him? And that's it. I'll
Hmm.
see you this afternoon, okay?
Okay. My old tablet broke it when I fell down. Ah, damn. Okay. Diagnosis. Bernard Thorne, age 73. Minor bruises, sign of minor memory loss, possibly because of concussion above normal codeine detected. Patient fell down the stairs along with his electric wheelchair backwards. Thought sign of physical trauma are minor. There is possibility of slight memory loss. Patient's blood test shows a moderate amount of codeine, so it's highly advised to reduce patient's pain medication dosage and look out for overdose symptoms such as shallow breathing and hallucinations. Alright. There you go. It controls electric door panels attached to the doors. Nice. Bernard, your new tablet is slowly in charge in Andrew's old room. I even kept the room bright for you, so all you need to do is just go in and grab it, Kate. Alright. Andrew. Something is blocking the door. Okay. No message or what? Yep.
Dad, it's Andrew.
Bernard, it's Kate.
Dad, it's Andrew.
Bernard, it's Kate. Hope you had a good sleep. Again, I'm sorry I had to leave you alone for the night. I
It
really
was my
wanted to
chair.
cancel today's
Anyway.
night shift.
Go up. Jesus Christ. Holy God in heaven. Come on, Bernard. You can do it. Jesus Christ. I need more pain medication to climb this. Alright. Jesus Christ. Important notice from Andrew Thorne. Do not turn off the second floor corridor and the bathroom lights, please. Do not remove this post-it. Alright. Sarah's memo. Dear Andrew, it has been a real pleasure working as your father caregiver for all these years. I'm so relieved that he's okay, and I agree that you and your family made the right call to move him into his house to look after him. I already told you all that you need to know, but I am leaving this memo just in case. I put the pain medication in the first floor guest room. You can find them in the drawer. Your father's usual dosage is 2 in the morning and 2 after dinner. Since the doctor told you to turn it down, make it a tablet instead of 2. Sleeps around 8 p.m. and wakes up around 4 a.m. Thought he usually stays in his room until the sun comes up because of his nyctophobia. Just keep some of the lights on the second floor on so he can use the bathroom. Hope Bernard recovers soon, although I have nothing to worry about now that he's under the loving care of... I heard something. I don't need this right now. Alright. Alright, Bernard, do you wanna go pee? Anyway. So... Kate, it's Andrew. Signal is too weak here, so I'm just gonna leave a post-it around the house. If there's anything I need to know, you can do this, and if there's anything I need to know tomorrow, bring me back to when we were in high school. Hold up, Bernard. Fine, but you're the one who's going to clean them up. Alright. Jesus. Your Her mother's sewing machine is still working. Do you think Bernard would mind if I practice with it? I've always wanted to make something out of Timmy. Something cute for Timmy to wear. Okay. Timmy. Jesus. So we have a PTSD. Andrew used this in house. Must have fallen when the door closed. Okay. So this room is still a mess. Timmy specifically said he will unpack his stuff by himself after returning from his camping trip. Don't worry, your grandson may be stubborn, but he is a boy of his words. Alright. House map. aka that's old room. Okay, multi-grandpa study, grandpa's bedroom, bathroom, living room, guest room, dining room, kitchen, storage. Nice one. Can I actually put it in my pocket? I don't know. A new plot for me. I can use it as flashlight. Nice. Memento, forget nothing to do. Go up the attic. How to stop the flashlight? Question mark. Can I stop the flashlight? Like, can I? For real? I guess I can't. I can't. I can't stop it. God damn it. Anyway. So. This is bedroom. Okay. We need to go to the study, I'm guessing. Dear Andrew, I'm sorry I took so much away from you. I write this letter and the letters after this. Not in the hope. But to tell you how much I love you and your mother. To me, she was still the most beautiful and kindest person I ever know. Your mother will always get this calming presence that made you forget about the bad things happening around you. If she told you that everything is okay, you would believe her without a single drop of doubt. I can still remember the time I was under your mother's care in Vietnam. She was a nursing officer who was part of the first South Korean medical team that came to help the US in the war. When I got taken to the Korean field hospital after my injury due to the The chain of events, your mother being the only staff who could speak English volunteered to be my caretaker. She could have just sent me to US hospital, but she was concerned with the idea of moving me around in my condition. As such, your mother always thought of others first, even in foreign land, death loomed over everyone, including her. Okay. So I'm guessing he's a Korean war vet. Tool for cutting peeled wires. That's nice. I can't remember the code. Thorne Electrical, Oregon license. Bernard Thorne. Okay. Anything else here? No? Alright. Bernard, there's another Bernard in there. Come on, Bernard.
Hello, my name is Bernard. I'm here because my son read a brochure about the Mind Foundation's famous group grief counseling and won't leave me alone until I give it a shot. Well, it has been a while since I lost my wife, and maybe it is time I tried a different approach to moving on. So, yeah. Let's talk.
Okay. Why did I do this? The wooden ramp at the front door wasn't home, so I had to throw it away. I'll get a new one the way back from work. Okay, I hear you. So we cannot get out. Okay, we cannot go this way either. Alright, let's explore some stuff, I guess. Hut, for example. Living room. Push it to the limit. Walk along the lonely night. Bernard, it is the alarm, so we made it. Yup. Anyway. What do we have here? Disability benefit questionable. Important that Department of Veteran Affairs will not pay or reimburse any expenses or costing incurred in the process of completing and or submitting this form. Note to physician, your patient is applying to the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs for disability benefits. VA will consider the information you provide on this questionnaire as part of their evaluation in processing the veteran's claim. Section 1, Patient Veteran Info. Bernard Thorne, 1941. Section 2, Diagnosis. Mortal explosion damaged patient's right side of the body, especially his right hand. It suffered serious nerve damage that parasite its little and ring finger. And reduce the rest of the finger's mobility to 30%. God damn. I don't like that I hear music. We're gonna check it out later. Okay, it's moving with Bernard Thorne. 28-4. Andrew move all stuff to Bernard's place and settle in. Team and start 3 days school camp. Me go to 2-day medical workshop at Hudson Hotel. Andrew 24-hour shift until next morning. Me bring Bernard home from hospital after workshop 6 to 12. Go to 12-hour night shift at 11 p.m. Kill me now. After 10 minutes of school camp, have a big move-in party. Okay. Sounds like fun. Anyway. Simon's Park Family Picnic, Sunday, April 6th. Family Fun Kids Games Contest. Yeah, sounds like fucking fun, I guess. Push it to the limit. Walk away the lonely night. You gonna make it.
I met Min during the Vietnam War. She was a nursing officer from South Korea,
fucking
and I
knew
was
it.
a yokel who had no idea what he was doing. Between the two of us, she was the only one there for the right reasons.
I fucking knew it. Holy fuck. I just shit myself. Push it to the limit. This was his wife, maybe, question mark. Wine. Let's get party, let's go. This probably was his wife. Okay, what do we have in door number this one? Storage. Do we have a lamp in storage? Looks like a standard gadget for me. Maybe there's a manual for this thing. Maybe. Push it to the limit. So there's no lamp in the storage room. What about this bathroom? Post it. At least the bathroom lights are still working. This house is old. Well, yeah. It's too tight for me, I guess. Anyway. Push it to the limit. Walk away the lonely nights. So, how do we put this light on? Is my question. I mean, I want to go there, but I can't. Map. Kitchen, dining room. Need to get here. Oh, for fuck's sake, don't tell me I'm glitched. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Anyway. Push it to the limit. Walk away the lonely nights. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Bernard, calm down, chill. Right. See? We did it. Okay, so there was a post-it there in the kitchen. I couldn't read it because, you know, necrophobia and all that. What do we have here? Sarah's memo first floor. I forgot to mention, I checked again, but there's no sign of Bernard taking more medication than he's supposed. I understand that you're worried about your father's blood test result, but I'm already aware that people in his condition sometimes get too reliant on pain relievers. That's why I keep them hidden and check their numbers every day, including your father's. That is why I really don't understand how Bernard could show symptoms of overdose. If anything, he was getting enough medication. For the past few weeks, he seemed more uncomfortable than usual. He kept telling me that he is fine, but you know how stubborn your father can be when it comes to asking for help. I hope you and Kate can get through him somehow, because with the lower dosage he will definitely need more care. Anyway, I put the pill bottle somewhere more secure if you want. If there's anything you need, feel free to ask me at any time. Your father has been more than a patient for all these years, and it would be my pleasure for him to remain as such. Alright. Walk along the lonely nights. Need to get this door open to reach the best check the breaker room. Break. So the breaker room should be on our left side. Jesus Christ. So what do we have here? Post it. I got the smart lights we talked about. I installed them around the house, but they still need to be synced manually on the new tablet. Could you do that for me? I wouldn't if that update hit arrived while I was taking a quick nap before. I have to head out now, so I'll do it if I have the energy tomorrow. There's the manual. Apparently. Download the Lumar app. Bring your smart device close to an active live. Open app download QR code. Luminous Smart. You are always a smart lad who could learn anything so quickly. It is one of your many characteristics that reminds me of your mother. In Vietnam, I asked her how she learned to speak English. She told me she just made friends with the nursing officers from the nearby US field hospital, which is quite amazing considering her deployment was just less than 2 years ago. Thirsty for knowledge, she said she waited to write in English too. I told her it would naturally improve just by reading a lot, but considering the circumstances, finding suitable reading material was difficult. After some thought, I promised to write her letters after my departure so she could use them for studying. A few days later, I was sent to a US hospital where I was soon given a medical discharge. I went to Sunny Ridge, where I immediately got to keep my promise. Come to think of it, writing those letters was more for myself than for her. There were scars I brought back home from the war, the kind that keeps you awake at night. For some reason, writing to your mother was the only thing that helped me cope with living with them. That's why I kept on writing even if they weren't in place. Right. Come on, bruh. Well, hello, light. How we doing? Breaker room. Push it to the limit. Walk along the lonely nights. Come on, Bernard, open it, let's go. The circuit breaker is broken. I can retouch. I can release the gas with a spare in the kitchen. Alright. In nomine patrie. Right. Jump scare. Let's go. Let's get it.
Vietnam wasn't the first war Min had to experience. When she was little, a war broke out in Korea and tore her family apart. When she grew up, she enlisted as a nursing officer, as if under an oath to spare others from the same tragedy that struck her family.
Nah. Okay. I can't fucking sync it. Anyway, let's try again. Let's go. We did it. So was das? Post it. Please don't touch this. Timmy wants me to fix this. His toy before he gets back, but I think I'm just making it worse. I'm gonna need that to show me some of his magic. And you are doing this on the dining table because I can. Bro. Sis. Push it to the limit. Walk along the lonely night. And the kitchen light isn't working again. I really hope it's not the truth of while this time. Can't remember, but I need to screw that from the storage room. Mm-hmm. Wait. Push it to the limit. Walk along the lonely night. Why am I keep repeating this song? That is on my mind right now. Okay, so do we have a smart light here, for example? Nah. Why should we have a smart light here? So this is the bathroom, and this is the storage room. Let me sing this up. Sing. First try, baby. Sing. Basket. I can reach it. I need to stand up. Okay, let's do this first. Techniques to calm PTSD attack. Take deep breath, practice deep breathing. Can help you. Such as chores or reading books can help your mind of strong emotions. Mindfulness. Be in touch with the moment, be aware of what is happening around you. Seek social support, being of support group led by a professional can greatly reduce PTSD. Game. Turn on all the lights, make room as bright as possible. Don't look away from its face. It gets worse when you look around from its face. There's no escape. It always comes back. God damn. So there's a monster. Not enough space to stand up. No? Fuck. I messed it up. There you go. Nice. Push it to the limit. Our family photo taken at the town carnival a few days before the accident. The fuck? A screwdriver. The main best friends. Alright. Sing. What the fuck? Keep your eyes on its face. Damn. Why you doing this game? Why? Letter to men. Dear men, young Lee, I hope everything is well and Bernard Thorne, the American soldier, will take care of. I am writing this letter to keep my promise of helping you with your English. I am back in Sunny Ridge. Nothing has changed here, although I can't say the same about myself. The wounds on my body are mostly healed and I can walk just fine like before, but my right hand shows a little to no improvement. My little finger and ring finger still refuse to move from its curled up state, and the other three fingers can only stretch just enough to hold the neck. I'm just glad that I can still use a pen so I can write you. I consider myself to be one of the lucky ones. Many of the soldiers I saw in your field hospital were in far worse condition than I was. Some were carried in with their limbs dangling from their bodies like broken branch hanging by its back. It makes me shudder to think that my right arm would have suffered the same fate if I were a little closer to the explosion. I heard the news that we're moving further north, which means there will be more people that need you. I hope that you will stay strong and most importantly stay safe until I write again. P.S. Please do not bother yourself with writing Mac. I know you'll not get comfortable with writing in English and barely have time to do it anyway.
As for me, I was drafted into Vietnam when I was 24. In a foreign land where half the country wanted me dead. Keeping my sanity was a difficult task. But thanks to my squad mates, I was able to keep pushing forward somehow.
Can I read the post-it without having that? I can't. I just can't. I can't get no satisfaction. Nah. Look at its face. Look at its face. Look at its face. So I need to look at its face. Okay. Okay. Come on, bro. No, you don't go behind me, you fucking dingus. How to do it? For fuck's sake. We need to do it faster, I guess. See, that's what I hate about it. Faster. Oh, for fuck's sake, not this, not this, not this. My. Hold on. My fucking tinny. My fucking tinny, because it's windowed borderless, my fucking mouse keeps going some places, so yeah. We're gonna do it faster, I guess. Let's go. Says me, and I'm doing it slower. Okay. Поставь the nipper. Again, we messed it up because my fucking mouse goes there. For fuck's sake. Watch it for a bit. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Just don't you, demon. Don't you go. And my mouse is somewhere again. We did it. Holy shit. Anyway, at least the monster is not that scary. I thought it was something more scarier than this. As you know, we actually played We Harvest Shadow, the demo, so yeah. The breaker, you see, in the kitchen. Push it to the limit. What the fuck is this thing? Sarah Slater. Huh? Dear Milan, welcome back. I felt the worst when I found you on the floor that morning. It's truly a miracle that you're serious, but you still have trouble. I also heard reminiscing about your past can stimulate other parts of your mind, so let me try that. Do you remember 2 years ago when we were returning from your legal checkup? You said you needed to use the restroom, so we stopped to my house since it was nearby. Somehow I forgot about your nyctophobia and told you to use the one with the broken light. When you found out about it, you volunteered to take a look. I knew fixing Fixing it would be a cakewalk for you, but I declined. My husband George was supposed to get it fixed years ago. It will be done before you return from the market, he said, the day he finally decided to get it. When I got home, he was still in front of the bathroom on the floor, clenching his chest. I told you everything, how I never got over the fact that George was gone and how I tried to keep him in my life by leaving his work unfinished. Returning us to the rubber and said, dwelling in the past will only turn George's memory into something sad. I could tell you were also talking to yourself because of the sadness in your eyes. I got you the tools you needed, and in less than half an hour the light turned on. I cried. I forgot how bright it was. Perhaps I pointed you to the bathroom because I knew you would help me find peace. You have that kind of power over people, Bernard, and that is something you should never forget. Aight. So, push it to the limit, post it. I got your favorite dessert for your trouble, shake the freezer. I mean chocolate ice cream cake. You really know how to woo a lady, Mr. Thorne. Push it to the limit. Walk around the lonely room, cabinet door. Spare circuit breaker. Noise. Push it to the limit. Walk along the lonely nights. Push it to the limit. Okay. Why am I not that fast? Tell me. Why am I not that fast? Why am I not that fast? Anyway, let's get it. Right away, screwdriver. Come on. I'm panicking. Okay. Okay. Tell me what I need to do. What I need to do, tell me. God damn. Anyway, let's do it again. Shall we? Let's go. Screwdriver. Right away. The breaker, come on. We need to keep our eyes on his face. This is hard, man. This is definitely fucking hard. Anyway, let's try it again. Eat shit and die, bro. Dear Min Young Lee, I went to the physician office today to get the diagnosis I need to apply for veteran benefits. Turned out the initial diagnosis in Vietnam was correct. My right hand nerves are damaged beyond recovery. I guess my days of helping my father at his auto repair shop is truly over. But my hand is not the only problem I've been having. I used to consider myself as not so sensitive, but nowadays even little things like cries of children get on my nerves, possibly because I haven't been sleeping well for the past few days. I consider telling the doctor about this, but I doubt the departure of veteran affairs will accept not sleeping well and being annoyed by crying children as medical conditions, so I kept my mouth shut. Afterwards, I went to the VA office to hand in the diagnosis. There were others waiting their turn. I sat next to a man in a wheelchair with both of his legs missing. He told me he was also in Vietnam as a pilot for C-123. He said he lost his legs when he got shot down by an enemy surface-to-air missile. Luckily, he landed near a friendly outpost and got rescued in time. He was about to ask about my backstory, but it was cut short when the receptionist called his name. I was very much relieved because my problems were nothing compared to what he had to live. I felt ashamed, but I remembered all those soldiers in your field hospital who suffered injury that will forever change their lives. I wish that all those men can find peace back home.
Our squad leader, Sergeant Bernard, took good care of us. He was a guy who packed extra pairs of dry socks so he could hand them out to those who were about to have touch with. He gave us all the strength to keep on going. Until one night, our position gambled.
Get up, Thorne. Look for pain pills in the first floor guest room. Okay, okay. Should be working now. Here's hoping. Goddamn, so far this game is pretty damn intense, not gonna lie. To go down unless I have to. I installed some smart lights down in the basement too, just in case we need the party room. You're already thinking of finding new coworkers, I know does this house really have enough power for your man cave? I think we're gonna go to the basement. At some point, probably. Most likely. Do we have a lamp in here is my question. Or a smart light for fuck's sake. Oh. Push it to the limit. Oh, come on, no. We have. And it's far, far away where the red paints the ocean. Wash away emotion and slow to the night. Yep. Walk away the lonely night. Push it to the limit. That's cheeky. That's cheeky, Bernard. The moon. There's something there, hold on. Let me first check this. What the fuck is that? Andrew's family picture. Family picture of Andrew, Kate, and little Timmy. Okay. Post it. I moved the mess to the garage there on the corner shelf so don't let Dad see it. But Sarah said Bernard didn't take any. I know you're worried, but this seems like borderline paranoia. I must use the stairs, but how exactly, man? Exactly. I don't know how you're gonna use the stairs. A ramp of some kind, you say. Upstairs, maybe. Jesus Christ. Germany, it's 3 a.m. now. I'm writing this letter to distract myself from thinking about the nightmare I woke up. It's the same nightmare that has been keeping me getting more frequent as the time goes on. I'm back in the jungle, surrounded by darkness. I'm staring at something that's lurking in the dark and it is staring back. It is a face with nothing on it but a hole. Want to look away from it, but I can't. If I try to ignore it, it will come closer and closer until it's so close that I can't ignore it anymore. I know whose face this. It belongs to Sergeant Vernon, my former squad leader. He was good man. Everyone liked. He always had his cool in the fire cast battles, and I knew how to lighten up the mood in the worst situation. But one night, Charlie ambushed us using darkness as cover. The ground shook with mortal barrage, and the sky turned red with flares. At one point, I started to think that I was in hell. That's when I couldn't take it anymore and collapsed on the ground. Vernon tried to get me back on my feet. He died in the process. My nightmares are his way of reminding me that he died because of my cowardness. Sometimes I can feel his gaze when I'm awake. Mostly at night, when the darkness reminds me of the night he died. Asking me, I try not to think about it. It will only make it worse. A punishment for trying to run away from what I did. Forgive me for sharing something so horrible, so morbid, but you're the only person I can talk about this. I will try to write about something more lighthearted next time. Sincerely, Bernard.
Get up, Thorne! Get up! Get up, Thorne!
No, get up.
Get up! Now shoot! Get up, Thorne! Get up, Thorne, or we all die! Sarge?
The sergeant's death devastated our squad's morale, and I was the cause. Since his death, his face, his hollow face, followed everywhere I go, staring at me, haunting me, making sure I never forget what I did to him.
Door open, a small tablet told that emergency necklace that got lost. You gave me so many things ever since you moved out of this house to live with Kate. You also got me that portable alarm saying I could go anywhere on my own with it. Please forgive me, but I put it down in the basement boiler room because, like many of your gifts, it was a reminder of how I also tried to fill my absence the same way. After your mother's passing, work was the only way I could think of to save our family. Spent most of the days outside going to visits or working at the office. Fortunately, the business grew, but so did the distance between us. I tried to fill it with things that you probably didn't even need, like the Walkman or Game Boy. But deep down, I knew that gap wasn't caused by work. It just existed because I was afraid to face you after taking away your mother from you. I am truly thankful that despite everything, you grew up to be a fine young man on your own, even starting your own family with your high school sweetheart. Please learn from my mistakes. Always be there for your loved ones. The time you spend with each other is the only thing that is worth anything. The portable lamp is in the basement. Ah, okay. Jesus.
Then, one night, flares lit up the dark again, followed by another mortar barrage. All I could do was cower in my foxhole. Suddenly, through all the chaos, I heard a scream of pain coming from afar. I tried hard to ignore it, but the harder I tried, it felt like if I didn't do anything, if that scream had stopped, it would come back as another hollowed out face. Before I even realized it, I was running around like a madman, searching for the source of that scream. When I reached that man, there was blood everywhere, and his screams had long stopped. I was too late. Nonetheless, I decided to carry his dead body. It was a stupid decision, but at that moment, all I could think of was bringing his body somewhere safe so it doesn't get torn apart by mortar fire. His family deserved to have him back with his face still recognizable. So there I was, risking my life for a dead man as if it was going to redeem my mistake. What a damn joke.
어머, 예! 미국인 일어났다! 저기요, 정신 들어요? It's okay. It's okay.
I tell to Andrew, I've seen your mother not only once. It was after returning from the town festival just a few days before she died. Do you remember? The one where I got panic attack from a little fire offshore. After we put you to bed, I told her how sorry I was for ruining a perfect family night. For winning. She gave me a warm hug saying that I didn't ruin anything. That's where that's when I got too comfortable and jokingly said she must have been regretting marrying a win by now. Then she quietly but fiercely told me to never say that again. With her 14th anniversary coming up in just a few days, I didn't want to upset her even further, so I apologized and went to bed. Don't get me wrong, I never doubted your mother's love for me, but I also know that she had her own scars. She lost her father in battle during the Korea War, and her mother died working day and night trying to raise 3 children on her own. The experience of having her family torn apart by a war made her sympathetic to those affected by it. That's why she came to the US in the first place, because she pitied me. Okay, the basement.
When I regained consciousness, I was greeted by a soothing voice with an unfamiliar accent telling me everything was okay. That's how I met Min.
Can go down back without a ramp. Okay, so we go here then. Okay.
Turns out the trenches I stumbled into were Korean. I should have been taken to a U.S. field hospital, but because of all the mayhem and the condition I was in, they had no choice but to take me to one of their own. The one Min was stationed at.
What a huge basement, for fuck's sake, Bernard. Why? Vietnam War and PTSD. Vietnam War veterans especially prone to suffering from PTSD due to various factors. Soldiers lacked resting time between battles. There was not much public support for the war and its participants. Veterans were not aware of their own PTSD symptoms since it wasn't officially recognized as a mental health condition until 1985, years after the end of the Vietnam War. Okay, we can go that way. Okay. This we already saw, this we already saw.
As the only American in the field hospital, I naturally became the talk among the Koreans. Min was especially curious. She asked me how I even got to the Korean side of the battlefield. I couldn't dare tell her I was trying to save someone. I had no right to even sound like a damn hero. So I just told her I got lost trying to avoid the mortars.
So now what? Oh, okay. I thought I was here.
Ready?
Yeah. The power shot. Need to check the sub breaker. Nah. Where is the way out, you fucking gobshite? Okay, it's not here definitely. I see. What are you doing here? I don't know. Okay. Letter to Min. 1966. Dear Lee, I was running some errands. A child was throwing a tantrum to his mother, maybe because she wouldn't buy him what he wanted. His whining was making me feel uneasy again, so I tried to pass by quickly. And that's when the boy started wailing, Mama, all of a sudden. Mama. All of a sudden, I couldn't breathe as if something was stuck in my windpipe. I felt my lungs struggle to pump in air, but all I did was make gasping sound came out of my mouth. My skin felt ice cold, and yet beneath it was on fire. At that moment, I remember the day I heard a similar cry in the jungles of Vietnam. It was right after we fended off an attack. It was the sixth probe attack only that day. We were already on edge since Sergeant Warren's death, and one of the newbies finally lost it and chased after the fleeing enemies. I tried to run, but it was too slow. Soon we heard an explosion. We rushed to the private. He was on the ground alive. He tried to get up, but suddenly he couldn't because both of his legs were missing. I do not know which struck him first, the pain or the horror. Either way, he started screaming Mama, like a child who fell down and scrubbed his knee. But his mama wasn't there to stop his son bleeding, and he died even before the medic arrived. As he died, his lifeless eye turned toward me wide open. I remember Sergeant Vernon's face. Back at the market, as my man slowly turned to reality, I looked around the busy street. Everything was the same. Even the boy and his mother were gone. No one noticed my distress. Life went on, and hopefully I can too. Sincerely, Bernard Thorne. Can I touch the circuit breaker again? I can't. Beep beep. Don't make that sound. Find the pills. Okay, we don't need to go back.
We talked a lot about our lives before Vietnam. Our conversations helped me stay distracted from the things I'd seen and done. When I got discharged, I started writing letters to her. It was the only thing keeping my mind from being dragged back into the jungle.
Okay. What a damn joke. Letter to men. Dear Ming Young Lee, I have decided to pursue a career as an electrician. Turns out my claw-like hand is still useful for working with wires and small objects. I enrolled in an electrical program at the local community college today, but my father is still disappointed that his boy won't be taking over his business. I can't blame him. He has been a mechanic all his life and take a great pride in his trade. He even has an inspection pit set up at our home garage. Still, he is very supportive of my decision and says he will even help me open my own business one day. It will be a difficult journey, especially with all the voices that keep telling me that I do not deserve a second chance. But I am slowly moving forward using your story as an inspiration. The story of how you became a nursing officer to fight the very thing that destroyed your family. Thought I cannot see myself doing something so noble. The least I can do is start contributing to the community and keep my parents from worrying. I know I've written so much about the things that are best kept to myself, but strangely I feel no regret or embarrassment. Instead, Instead, my heart feels lighter with every word I write down. I do not know if my letters are actually helping with your English or if you're even reading them, but they are definitely helping me. I may not be able to completely put the past behind me, but life's going a heavy step at a time. Sincerely, Bernard Thorne. Get out of here, look for pills in the garage. Okay. That's harder than I thought, I guess. I think I can do it fast. I think I can do it fast. I should be able to do it fast. The thing with the lamp. Come on, bruh, come on, bruh, come on, bruh, come on, Bernard, come on, Bernard. Okay. Stay indoors, secure all doors, and beware of hazards from flood waters. If you caught outside during storm, in case we will illuminate your location. Okay. Okay. Another one like this. Now how to do this is the question. Do we have a light somewhere? Okay, now we have a text there. That sound. Okay, how to pass through here though is my question. Okay, I put up the ramp. Anyway, I knew it, but still, I tried. Okay, how to do this? Oh, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. I see how to do it now. We need to move fast. Okay. Now I see. But I need to put the RAM first. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, alright, alright. Calm the fuck down, bro. Alright. Man, this is intense. Not gonna lie, this.
I wrote to Min every week, mostly about how broken I had become. It wasn't the proudest thing I've done, but it helped me return to my normal life. Then, one day, I heard the doorbell ring. When I went to answer it, I thought I was dreaming. It was Min.
Oh, I see. I see the idea. I see, I see, I see, I see. I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna do it like that.
Can you imagine? I complained so much about how miserable I was that she flew 5,000 miles to fix me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I really couldn't stand watching people suffer from this ugly thing called war. But, in the end, she also became its casualty.
No, Saltical. One killed, one injured in a cliffside car crash. Last night, a couple were involved in a car crash on a cliffside road that killed the passenger Young Thorne and seriously injured the driver Bernard Thorne. The Thornes were driving back from their 40th anniversary dinner during a storm that hit the west coast area. Damn. So, she died in a car crash. Unfortunately. I became a wreck after the accident, now unable to even walk properly. I spent most of the day in the house, drowning in self-hate. However, you never stopped saying goodbye to me as I left for school. As you left for school, you would even tell me about your day, even thought your father was giving you nothing but disappointment. Seeing you recover from the tragedy I caused was the only thing that gave me the strength to wake up in the morning. Then one late night I was passing by your room and I heard a muffled sound coming from behind the door. It didn't take long to realize that it was the sound of you crying into your pillow. At that moment my heart shattered once more. Not only did I take away your mother, I had taken away your right to grieve. I showed you weakness and forced you to share my burden and pretending everything was okay. No father should be a burden to his son. I reopened my business. I got my van modified so I can bring my wheelchair to my calls. If I had to stand, I stood. Nothing a bottle of painkillers couldn't solve. I had to repair for the strength you had showed me. I'd. What the fuck is that? I don't like this one bit. I won't be under his burden. I'd. Work until your body breaks. Okay. Where is the next one? There is the next one. Okay. Must be a spare in my van. Where are your van, bruv? Don't have a spare here. Oh, okay. You see. Okay. Nice. Okay. When the pills go upstairs.
I never should have written to her. I lured her into my life, and my weakness got her killed. Now all I want is for the suffering to end. But I keep seeing her. She won't let go of me. She won't let go of me.
Hmm.
I never should have written to her. I lured her into my life, and my weakness got her killed.
Okay. Okay. We need to be faster. Yes.
I never should have written to her. I lured her into my life, and my weakness got her killed. Now all I want is for the suffering to end. But I keep seeing her. She won't let go of me. She won't let go of me. I never should have written to her. I lured her into my life, and my weakness got her killed. Now all I want is for the suffering to end. But I keep seeing her. She won't let go of me. You won't let go.
Okay. I know the way. He knows the way. Let's go.
I never should have written to her. I lured her into my life, and my weakness got her killed. Now all I want is for the suffering to end. But I keep seeing her. She won't let go of me. You won't let go.
Jesus. Right, where the fuck are we? We're out of the nightmare, that's good. Okay. I'm gonna need the RAM though. Anyway. Flashlight is off. Oh, that's fucked up, Bernard. That really is fucked up. When you were little, you used your grandfather's inspection pit in the garage as if it were your own secret hideout. No matter how much we told you it's dangerous to play there, we would always find some of your toys lying in that dark hole. I still don't understand why you chose that dark and dusty place as a hideout, but then again, there's nothing more suitable than a dark, dusty place for keeping your own little secrets. The reason I mention this is because even though you left this house when you married Kate, I know it still holds a special place in your heart. I can feel it by the way you treat it. Whenever something broke in this house, you fix it without ever complaining about how old it was. You even got it upgraded with a door openers and brand new wheelchair lifts. It was as if you were asking it to take good care of your old man. No, this house is yours. Who knows? Maybe you and Kate can turn this place into a nice vacation home and little Timmy can make his own secret hideout somewhere only he can appreciate. This house deserves to be filled with love, and I believe your family will make it whole once more. No. Andrew's family photo, we already saw that. Let's get it. It's almost morning, I guess.
Before the accident, back when I could still walk, Min and I would go on an early morning jog before sunrise. It was part of Min's old army routine, and she begged me to join her, which I agreed to as long as we walked on the way back. One day, on our usual jog, I asked her if she didn't get tired of doing it so early in the morning. She said it was the best way to enjoy her favorite view. At first, I thought she was talking about the sunrise. Later, as we walked back to our home, the sun started to rise. As the light slowly rolled in, I turned to Min to see if she was indeed enjoying the scenery. She was looking at me.
The sense of Bernard Thorne. Min still visits me wearing the same outfit as her last anniversary. Bernard lost his wife Minnie into a car accident he was responsible for. They were returning from the arena. They were a storm that night. Bernard stubbornly insisted on pushing through with a dinner plan. I see her at my weakest moments. Whenever I am drowning in self-loathing or the thought of death, I see her crawling towards me with that scourge glare of hers.
Maybe I still could have saved her. Only if my hand wasn't like this. I mean, look at it. So twisted, so weak, so useless that it couldn't even save the person I love. You just look at it. 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 You just look at it.
Okay.
What a damn joke. What a damn joke.
Jesus Christ, man. Another flashback.
Honey?
Why won't you let me go? I just want to be with
And this is how he felt.
Honey? How about we go up the attic when we get home?
the attic. Why? Oh, you mean our super romantic hideout? Man, it's been a while since we used that place.
Since tonight was so special, I thought we could end our anniversary there.
Do you remember? You looked like a little girl when you first saw that attic.
Haven't I told you? When I was little, I lived in a house with a small attic. My brothers and I used it like our own playroom. When I saw the one in your house, it felt like I was back in my old playroom again, just much bigger.
And that's why you started redecorating that dusty old place immediately after we married?
Well, at least I didn't cut out the floorboard to make a secret attic wine cellar.
Oh, right. How did I forget about the wine hole? Oh, I should check if we still have a bottle left inside.
No, I mean, I already restocked it this morning, so there's no need for that.
Oh, okay. You really prepared a lot for tonight. But why are you acting so strange? Did you hide a surprise gift there or something?
I don't know what you're talking about. So, are you in or not?
Okay. I just hope Andrew goes to bed early tonight.
Don't worry, he always goes to bed before 10. Honey,
Yeah?
happy anniversary.
Some scars never heal. They'll keep rupturing and rupturing until the bleeding soaks even the ones around you.
Min, are you okay? Min, you have to wake up. The car's about to blow. Come on. Come on. Min, thank God. We have to get out of here right now. Let me just get the seatbelt. Damn it! Min? What? No, Min, stop! What are you doing? I can get you out! Please! Don't do this to me! Don't do this to me! I kept falling and falling until I got caught by a branch. I opened my eyes. My head was facing down the cliff, and all I could see was complete blackness. From the above, I heard the sound of the burning car. I tried to turn my body to face the wreckage, but the pain, it pinned me down like a rock, forcing me to keep facing downward. I cried out. I cried out Min's name. I cried out, I'm sorry. I knew it meant nothing, but I kept screaming because it was the only thing I could do. Soon, my lungs gave out, and I could not even do that, except helplessly stare into the bottomless darkness while listening to the fire eat away Min's body from behind me. Since then, I've become terrified of being in the dark. It reminds me of that pitch-black cliffside where I got my wife killed and I did nothing. And that's what I do. I cause pain to those around me. So why am I still here? Why am I still alive? My son is all grown up and I'm just being a burden to him at this point, so why not just end it? Thoughts of death loom over me like flies over a carcass. But I can't do it. Because of Min. When she pushed me out of that car, my life became her greatest legacy. A remnant of her kindness and selflessness. If I die, she will truly be gone. That burden is the only thing that is keeping me alive now. Whenever the thought of death draws closer, the memory of Min's sacrifice pushes me away from it. Back into the world where Min no longer exists. I just hope that one day she will finally allow me to join her.
They say you are remembered by the footprints you leave behind. I thought I become your mother's biggest footprint when she pushed me out of the car, a living proof of her remarkableness. For all these years, no matter how much I wanted to follow her, that very far have kept me anchored to this world. But I finally became free of the burden when you took me to your family picnic at Simmons Park. It was quite event. Timmy wanted to enjoy everything that I had to offer. You and Kate were busy following him around as I watched you from behind. You may have not noticed, but Kate really took her eyes off you, always wearing a bright smile. Only someone deeply in love could wear such a smile. I wondered if I look at your mother the same way. That's when I realized something marvelous. You were your mother's greatest footprint, not me. Kate gave you that look because you have given her nothing but love. Timmy is growing up to be the kind of man because that's all you've taught him. You spread goodness to those around you just as your mother did. The revelation finally freed me of my burden. The only thing left for me to do now is to relieve you of yours. Please don't blame me. Please don't blame Sarah for my death. I've been stashing away pills from my daily dosage for weeks, and there's no way she could have known. What happened already happened, so do not dwell on it. This is my only request. Keep moving forward, knowing that your mother lives on through the love of you share and the kindness you offer. With all my love, your father. To Bernard.
Dear Bernard, surprise! This is my anniversary gift for you. A very late reply letter. I wanted to write back when I got confident with my writing, but after what you said after the carnival, I decided to finally try. Do you know why I got angry when you called yourself a wimp? It's because it was the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. I never mentioned this because you hate talking about the war, but I know about the men you saved in Vietnam. When I first met you, you told me you ended up in the Korean field hospital because you got lost during the attack. But soon after you left, a rumor spread about how you ran through a rain of mortars with an unconscious Korean soldier on your back. We called you Crazy Yankee because what you did was indeed crazy. So, no, I don't know about the man you say you are. All I know is that I married a man who is so kind that he's making a world a bit nicer without even realizing it. If you don't believe me, think about Andrew. Think about how caring and kind he is to others. He learned that from you because that is all you are showing us. And when he grows up, he will find someone like him. They will get married and soon reach the conclusion that they want to have children because their love is too great for just the two of them. When that day comes, he will still need his father to be his guide again. Because, let's face it, kids are a piece of work. So, please, don't deny who you really are. You were just scarred, and that's okay. We're all just small scarred things, looking for a place to heal. We found ours when we found each other. All that's left now is to heal. With love, Minyoung. P.S. Don't be surprised when you look at my face, because it should be so red right now.
And that's it, I guess. Moral of the game. It's never too late, I guess. Damn.
Dad, what are you doing here? How did you even... Dad. Hey. Hey. It's okay. It's okay.
So that's it for those who watch it on YouTube. I guess this is it. Amazing game. Left me actually speechless, but with a lot of thought. Goddamn. Probably one of the best games that I actually played for this year. And I'm not gonna overreact when I say this. So yeah. Damn.